Hi everyone, video number 2. I wanted to first thank you all for your time and your effort sharing your feedback in those surveys. I appreciate hearing what is working well for you, and then any areas that you could see some improvement, I really appreciate, or areas for improvement, I appreciate all of your suggestions. And I also see there were a handful of people who expressed some frustration or not sure what the emotions are, it's hard to tell through text, which is also why I wanted to do this video, and so that I could share my response to some of the comments in a way where you could see my tone, because sometimes we do miss that over text. So I just wanted to clarify a few things there. One of the common complaints was the frustration about the inconvenience of having to post discussion on more than one day. And I understand that that may not be how you've done discussions in the past in some other courses. And really what I would just say about that is that we're all different instructors. We don't all use discussions for the same purpose. We've also all had different training and different experience, different areas of expertise. So it doesn't mean that one way is the right way to do it. I can tell you that the reason why I require this is because it's what evidence shows is really best for learning. That's the purpose of my discussions, is to be a place where you all learn from the content, from each other, and share that with each other. And the research shows that you will get more out of a discussion if you are engaging more often. I'm not saying that you can't learn if you make all 3 of your posts in 5 minutes in one sitting, but there's going to be some limitations when you do it that way. And so that is why I have that as an incentive on the rubric to earn more points if you re-engage on different days. And I understand that that's not always convenient. I know that a lot of you are working really hard, and trust me, I do empathize with that. I'm a full-time student on top of working full-time, and sometimes it is a lot. And I hear that frustration, and it's also my job to set things up in a way that I think is best for your learning, not what is easiest or most convenient. I think it would be a disservice to you if I only focused on what would be easiest. That said, I do want to support you. So if you want to talk through some challenges that you're having with meeting the guidelines as they're stated, then please talk to me. I'm open to ideas. I'm willing to work with you. I did also, if you didn't read above the first announcement, I did change the opening of the discussions. I had them open one day early, so they were open on Sundays for people who wanted to post early. I opened them, the rest of them on Saturday. So now you have the whole weekend before and then the weekend after if you really need to do most of your work on weekends and still be able to earn full credit. So hopefully that will help some of you. The other piece of it too that I think I see a lot of this in the summer, so I just wanted to address this here, is I think sometimes you might need to adjust your expectations for how long things are going to take. And the reason I say that is, again, I know how hard it is, especially to take accelerated courses. You've got a lot going on. And keep in mind that if you were taking this course in person, you would be spending 6 hours a week in the classroom, in addition to having discussion assignments, quizzes outside of class. And it's awesome that these online courses allow you to have flexibility, but keep in mind that this is an accelerated 3-credit course. It's essentially the equivalent of taking 2 courses during the semester, or 6 credits at one time. It's a lot. And so if you're expecting to be able to do all of this work for this class and meet all the criteria in one weekend afternoon a week, it's probably not going to work very well. I don't think this course has a heavy workload, but just to be realistic, you're doing 2 weeks of work every week. And so you need to make sure that you're finding enough time to do this. And again, if you're having trouble with that, talk to me. I am happy to help you kind of strategize, optimize what will help you earn the most points, and keeping in mind the limitations. And also, as I mentioned in the post too, you're getting the same credits as someone who takes this in a full 16-week in the spring, either online or in person. So I have to keep the requirements the same because you're earning the same credits and the same grade. So it is faster, but you're getting the same thing out of it. The other piece too, I think based on some of the comments, I think some of you are having a hard time still understanding what I mean by some of the rubrics or by my feedback. And so again, I encourage you, please talk to me if you're having a hard time understanding that, or if you just don't understand why you're losing points, if you think you're doing what is expected. I'm happy to talk with you about that. And I'm also, I decided I'm going to try something new this week. I'm going to try out the recorded feedback instead of typed and see if that lands any differently. So please let me know how that goes for you, if that makes things any clearer. I'm definitely open to feedback there too. So thank you. I know this is kind of a long video, but I am here. I really care about your success and about your learning, and I am happy to help you figure out how to balance that in any way that we can. I'm here to support you. Please use me as a resource. I don't want any of you to be frustrated with requirements or feeling like you don't understand. So please let me know if I can be of any help. I hope you all have a good week.